Alright, good morning. Let's see, still waiting on my coffee, but I did a little bit of ship swapping on RSI, so I got a couple of different ships. Well, new to me kind of thing. I haven't been on in a while. Actually, I haven't played a whole lot in 3.8, so this is. So it ought to be a good little stream. I probably won't be on that long. I just want to check out the ships. I mean, there's nothing new. I had an Avenger Warlock and a 325, and I swapped those so that I have a Cutlass Black and a Titan instead of the Warlock. But so it's not much of a change other than the Cutlass Black instead of the 325. Go check, make sure my ships are correct here. It's the first time I've logged in since I did that over the weekend.
Proud member of the Ship Share program, encouraging travelers to save resources and fly.
There's the Titan and the Cutlass, yeah. I don't know where the Dragonfly came from. How come I have two those must be the ship of the month or whatever for the subs. Yeah. Okay, everything else is correct. And Titan, of course, everybody's flown. I've flown all of them. Probably fly the Cutlass. I've been having one of the reasons I haven't been playing. I've been having a lot of trouble trying to earn money, and they removed your starting bonus, which wasn't a big deal for me. But the bounty hunting missions they're ridiculously hard for me to complete. I don't know why. So I guess I'm gonna have to start trying to do some bounties just to earn some money. See if they have any of that. Yeah, nothing great pay, but 6K.
For our guests' safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone.
There'll be a lot of travel, but I'd rather travel than go to the R&Rs on missions like this. As much just not because the R&Rs aren't great, they are. It's just that I get lost in them. I mean, they're so huge and they're set up so
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing.
odd sometimes. That it's hard to find your way around, so it's turn a 20-minute delivery into more than that if you're lost and R&R is running in circles trying to find the exit or the admin building. Used to be the other way around. It used to be for box deliveries. I'm just hoping, hoping this flies a little better. I mean, they kind of nerfed the freelancer. I loved my freelancer, but
hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Launch complete.
I forgot which key it is. L? J? There we go, J.
Thank you, and please visit again. Warning, you are blocking an active flight bay.
Oh, I
Please
already
vacate
am
the
not.
facility.
Oh, it's a late warning. The warning came after I'd already moved. Oh, shoot, I can't see nothing.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, I've flown the Cutlass a few times and PTU and such, and I've never been really,
Is now off.
overjoyed. It's a great ship, but it's not the end all that it used to be, I don't think. A couple of times I flew it in the PTU.
Quantum drive is now on.
It was a little mushy compared to my freelancer, but like I say, the freelancer is kind of drifty now, even compared to what it was.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, I was. I'm just trying out a couple of ships. I haven't. I swapped out a couple of ships over the weekend.
Deck impact warning.
I don't know what that red flat power or something.
Front impact warning. Landing complete.
But yeah, I had a Warlock, so I kind of downgraded that to a Titan so I could upgrade my 325 to this Cutlass. So yeah, it's not like I upgraded to any great ships or anything. Just a little bit different ships. Give me something a little different to play with. I'm not a big fan of the Cutlass because mostly because I've flown it in the PTU and it seemed kind of mushy compared to the Freelancer I normally fly, but then they've kind of nerfed the 320 or the Freelancer that I normally fly. But they kind of nerfed it a little bit. It's a little more mushy than it was flight-wise, not shields. So yeah, I'm just playing with the new ships a little bit. Oh, I guess I need to double check. Let me pick this box up. Yeah, I'm in Armistice. Let me double check. Yeah, you're still in there. Okay. Yeah, I had some problems with my Discord too, so a lot of people got kicked. Literally got banned. I've been trying to get that straightened out. Made sure you weren't one of them. Yeah, I guess did they change some loaners? The only loaners that changed for me were the Ship of the Month loaners. Not really loaners.
Players are online.
I mean, now gets a Caterpillar. Well, that's a good thing, right?
Complete.
Yeah, almost hitting O. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That should have been all along. As soon as the cat came out, that should be the loaner, right? Oh, whoops.
Your players are online.
Well, that kind of would make sense too, wouldn't it? I mean, you'd think that's what they should get. Kind of like the Caterpillar for the BMM. That's the logical choice. With luck, that's why they're doing it. Who knows? I guess I'm in outer space, even though I still have the horizon. I'm playing that other game and shit. Keep messing with the controls here. Hitting the wrong buttons. I have no idea about the quantum dive on this thing. I mean, I've got all the new upgraded
Landing gear up.
websites to read all that, but maybe it's like the Titan. It'll grow on you. You have to fly it for a while to get used to it. I used to not like the Titan because it didn't. To me, it just, I'm not fond of the nose down Concorde looking nose, but I kind of got used to it after flying it for a while. I like it. I have flown this one a couple of times in PTU and whatnot, but flying Sentinel. Let me see if the dog. Oh, the Vanguard Sentinel, right? Yeah, that looks like a good ship, but I've never had that much luck with them. I mean, they're supposed to be heavy fighters, but they sure don't seem to have a lot of damage for what I'd call a heavy fighter, Let's see if the dog. I think the dog needs to go out. Be right back. With different loadout, well, I just tried the stock loadout, and that was quite a while ago. I mean, that was early in my SC career, so to speak. So probably 8 months ago, and I tried the default loadout, and yeah, they weren't all that. And I mean, I could do better with. At that time, I was doing a lot better with my freelancer. That was in Arena Commander. I played with it, and yeah, I wasn't impressed with them. Same with this ship, but again, it's been so long. It's they probably changed. The one thing kind of bothers me is that darn speaker. They need one over here. Just too asymmetrical with only one speaker. I want stereo. Yeah, I might have to try some of the Vanguards again before it's over. Like I say, I haven't messed with them except for 6-8 months ago. Last time I messed with them in PTU. I couldn't do anything with them. So. And then when I'd start to do something, my big gun would get blown off. I'm pretty sure they fixed that. At one point, the main gun, like, it wasn't in the shields, and it would get blown off really easy. Then all you had was those little pea shooters. But I'm pretty sure they fixed that, so that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure because I remember others like other streamers I'd watch and everything. They were talking about that. That was 6 8 months ago. So a couple of major version patches since then. I would have expected that was fixed. Yeah, I like the Vanguards. I just they're expensive. I don't own one. Well, apparently that's what you got to have to do the bounty missions. I mean, I'm they kind of nerfed the freelancer flight mechanic. Not just the. It's a little more drifty than it was in 3.7. Well, that's okay. I can still hit what I'm aiming at. So, you know, it's not bad. I don't mind that, but they really buffed the AI. I mean, the AI are just every bounty mission I've had. You got 3 4 guys shooting at you, and it's hard to get through them.
Attention. Please hold for your vessel to be scanned.
Why am I jammed? Am I gonna unjam or am I gonna have to fly away?
All right. Everything checks out. You're free to go.
Well, then why am I still jammed if I'm free to go? Not sure what to. Let the dog back in. Yeah, well, that's cool. I'm glad. I mean, they're supposed to be heavy fighters, so they should take a big, a good beating. I'm gonna let the dog in. Yeah, I'm talking more about, starter ship kind of thing. Right now, the bounty missions require a fighter. You're gonna have to have a more than an Aurora. You're gonna be hard pressed to do any bounty missions, AI bounty missions, in an Aurora or a Mustang. They're practically undoable. They used to be doable for me, but now they seem pretty much undoable. I'm still jammed. Oh, I gotta start the quantum before it unjams. Gotcha.
Quantum drive is now on.
You know, I had the 325. I tried it with it. I tried it with my freelancer, and yeah, I'm not having any luck. I mean, I get, you know, for $2,500, you got to kill 3 buccaneers and a caterpillar. I'm like, wow, okay. So, you know, that's kind of out for a beginner, or you know, somebody that's not big into it or has a lot of money invested. So I don't know. I'm looking for some way to. Well, right, and the Vanguard's how much? I mean, I'm not. You know, that's a lot like pay to play if that's the only way to get there. You know, I don't have a mining ship. I don't have a big fighter for that. How do you get the rent money? And I got $5 grand. I'm still trying to figure out how to earn money. FPS mining is something I'm looking at, yeah. Cargo, I don't have the money to do cargo, so that's not really an option. I can't see the target. Oh, there it is. Boy, it's dead ahead of me. I can't read that for shit. And look, I was aimed at it. I couldn't even read at it. They really need to do something with those. That's just. Yeah, I need to try some FPS mining, but on the other hand, I mean, how do you find the ores, right? Short of doing it in the caves, I don't have a ship that'll. As far as I know, none of the ships scan for the FPS ores on the surface.
Drive is now off.
So yeah, I guess I can do it in the caves. Yeah, there's a marker dead ahead of me somewhere. Not that I can see it. There it is. Yeah, I'm not real big into this whole fog planet thing. It's the second planet that's so foggy I can't see. Can't even read the numbers. It. It'll be hard to say. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I still can't see the base or the marker. There's supposed to be a marker on that base right there, and I can't even see it. Yeah, those markers are useless. Yeah, I need to try some FPS mining, but as of yet, I really haven't even earned enough to even buy that. I mean, I don't have any armor or anything yet.
Impact warning. Impact warning. Impact warning.
And if I complete this, I've had some, you know, just gaming issues with it. Am I on the ground or what? Guess I would be if I had my gear down.
Landing gear.
You know, this is the first.
Impact warning.
This will be the actual first. Oh, hey, Xenatos, thank you. Appreciate that. This will be the first delivery mission I've actually completed. I've had some issues, either got lost in stations and couldn't find the admin or whatever. Crashing, whatnot. So yeah, this is the first one I've actually managed to complete. So that's cool. Pretty good one. Do this a few times, at least I'll have enough for a FPS mining gear. I can try that. I can try just plain FPS, you know, the bunker missions, but I gotta earn enough to buy the to buy some armor and a weapon first. I haven't played a whole lot this patch, but yeah, but I tried a couple of times, and you know, kind of, I'll be honest, I kind of got a little frustrated. Couldn't seem to do anything. So yeah, I'm hoping to get figure out some way to make a little money. That was decent. Complete, yay. Halfway expect them to fail, but I get paid. Hey, that doubled my income, my available balance. One more, I can at least do the try the FPS mining, but unless they changed it where the where different ships will show the FPS, I guess I should check that real quick while I'm right here. Actually, this isn't bad here. I kind of like the Cutlass. I've never really been a big one on it. You know, it's one of these ships everybody raved about so much that I kind of overlooked it. From a prospector, that's, well, oops. Another game I play. Oh, levels you do the player. Yeah, that'd be great if I had one.
Landing gear up.
Zenitos, do you know if other ships will I mean, I like mining in most games, although to be honest, I've done it a couple of times in this game, and it's, you know, they're trying to make it too complex for me. You know, mining is normally a deadhead kind of thing that I like, you know, because it doesn't take a lot of effort or whatever. It's something you can do while you're watching a movie or whatever. But in this game, it's not. It's more interactive, which is good. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, it's not a deadhead action that you can do while you're chilling, you know. Yeah, and I understand that, and it's not. And in most games, you know, the biggest part of mining is finding the ores. Well, here you gotta find them, and then you gotta deal with them, you know, mess with them while you're mining. And I never got to where I could find the ores. You know, I never got that far because I don't own a prospector. I've flown a couple, you know, once or twice in the PTU and whatnot, and I rented one in game once. I don't know if I'm in atmosphere or what, because my damn, I think I am, yeah, I guess I am. Let's see if I can get rid of that false horizon. I wish they could fix that where it didn't stay. That's how I normally tell when I'm out of atmo.
Your flares are online.
Yeah, there we go. Now it's gone. Hey, that's not bad. I actually got somewhere. I guess I'm doing deliveries for a little bit. Yeah, for 6K. Shoot. I was reading that. In an area 18, in their admin office. Admin office. Pick up. Oh, well, that one's good. Let's try that one. This might work at least to get started, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. Find something I can do to get started with. That's on the other side of the planet. Is it gonna? Yeah, there we go. That's.
Quantum drive is now on.
It's not picking it up. Yeah, I spent forever trying to figure out how to do the bounties. That's kind of what got me hung up. That was my big money maker in 3.7. I could grind those bounties out pretty good for 8 and 10K. And I even got to where I could do them in an Aurora. Literally, buy an in-game Aurora and just upgrade the weapons, and I could do, I could kill even caterpillars and connies with it. But you might still could do that. You might still could do that, but you'd have a hard time. I mean, I couldn't do it in my Freelancer or my 325. So, and it wasn't the target. It was the other ships. I finally figured out, well, I can kill all the small ships first, and then I can kill the target ship. But then it becomes just too much. I mean, it's too much for the money. Now you're killing 5-6 ships for $2,000. And I'm like, that's not really a valid. Just too immersion breaking. That puts it about $400 or $500 per kill. You're gonna go assassinate somebody for $400 or $500 Nah. This seems to be a little bit better money, so I guess I'll have to do this to get started. Yeah, it's hardly worth the bullets. I mean, I know they wanted to make it stronger, but why am I not stopping? Yeah, even this thing, it feels like it's just, see, there's no stoppage. There's no stoppage power anymore on anything. Drift has gotten way worse for just straight ahead. Even in atmosphere. It used to be at least in atmosphere you'd stop, and you know, out in space you wouldn't, but in atmosphere you'd stop. Now you don't stop anywhere. Lights.
Toggle lights.
Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear down. Front impact warning.
To ease into it, how do you ease into a 2,500 credit mission?
Impact warning. Front impact warning. Starboard impact warning. Landing complete.
And, you know, I don't have the money to upgrade the ships, so I'm just default weapons. And, you know, I've got limited ships. So I'm not sure what you mean by ease into it. You know, when a 2,500 credit mission sends you to a Caterpillar, there's not much you're gonna do. Especially when they got 5 other, Why is my... Oh, I'm screwed now. I can't get back in my ship. Maybe I can. I doubt it. Yeah, not getting in that. Guess I should have looked third and fourth person to see what the hell I did. I just screwed up, folks. I don't know, need me picking up the box. Can I get on top of the building? Well, that was a screw up. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I guess box missions are the way to go, but fuck me, I'm screwed. Well, I just landed halfway on the thing. I try not to use third person when I'm landing, and I didn't land good. That was just inexperience. Lack of I haven't played enough, and that's a new ship, so I thought it was on the ground. I'm just not sure, you know, just looking out the front window, I wasn't sure I wasn't off the ground. That was my bad. Nobody's fault but my own there.
Consult one of the terminals located out of the station.
Luckily, I have other ships, so I'm just going to try to take a different one.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Yeah, with a brand new ship, I mean, like I said, that's a new ship to me that I haven't flown much. Well, I don't think it would have helped that time. It still would have been. Do they actually fall now when you shut them off, or in other words, it had one foot up on top of the building, is why it stopped. It may have fallen down enough I could have got in it. I'll have to start doing that. This is the other one. I kind of went from had a warlock, so I traded my warlock for my warlock and basically I traded my warlock and my 325 for this and the Mustang.
Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green. Shields recharging. Shields up. Landing gear retracted.
Thank you. And please visit again.
So we'll play with this one for a minute. Ooh, it was fast. Quick.
Greetings.
It's not what I said. Well. Work.
Quantum travel initiated.
This one. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Like I said, kind of a little inexperienced with that ship. It's a little bigger than I expected. I mean, I didn't realize it was that much bigger than, say, this Titan or something. So yeah, I just got to get used to it. Well, with my ships, I'd have to say it's a medium size. I mean, I do have at least two bigger. I have a well, let's see if that command still works. Yeah, there's the ships I have. So, oh, that's wrong. That still has the. Yeah, still, I gotta fix that, don't I? Let me fix that real quick while we're... I guess, oh, okay, I did, which one did I fix? I fixed one of them. There it is. I didn't realize I had two. Till I typed it in. There it is, there it is. Edit that one. I fixed it on my Squadron 42 site and everything. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. Now you can see what I used to have and what I have now. It's the second set there. I did fix it on Fleet Yards. And I guess I fixed... Yeah, I won't spam it. But apparently I tried to fix ships, and I had ships and fleet as two separate commands, so I changed the wrong one. So yeah, it's my I would call it a mid-sized ship at best. I have a Drake Corsair, which I don't have yet. I got the loaner, the Aquila, Connie Aquila for it, and then I have the Freelancer, both of which I think are a little bigger. Freelancer's not much bigger. The rest of my ships are loners. If you look at that command, then the first answer is the ships I actually own, and the second answer would be ships I either own, have loners, or buy in game. I usually buy the Gray Cat in game, just because they're cheap enough. You can usually buy them once you figure out how to make a little money. Grab that coffee. I did have a warlock, and you can do box missions in those, believe it or not. That there's a center section in the middle of the EMP that that you can sit the box on that center support, what looks like a center support or something, and it'll clip through some, but it stops. There's one spot in there you can actually sit a box in a warlock and it'll stay. This one I don't have to worry about it. The one thing I kind of didn't like about the warlock is that, you know, when you hit the Y button, you know, you get out and you go into the interior, but you can't get out. You got to get into the pilot seat to exit the vehicle. And I'm just so used to hitting that Y button to get up out of the seat. That, and I never could really figure out how to get the EMPs to work. Half the time they don't work, so, you know, it's hard to tell when they are working or if you're doing something wrong.
Quantum travel complete.
Do I not, now wait, do I not have enough to go there? Oh, okay. Never seen it show red when it was on cooldown before.
Quantum travel initiated.
I'm probably gonna have to stop and refuel on the way back. Let's hope it refuels. I've had issues. I don't know if this thing will go that far, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good travel.
Alert. Emergency stop. Contact.
One contact is yellow. So there's usually at least 2 ships. I know if I hit my chronom, I'm gonna get jammed. Maybe not. Must be far enough. Good.
Quantum travel initiated.
I I guess everybody's seen Microtech now. I've yet actually seen anything but the ice world part. I haven't been able to find any of the other biome where there's any kind of, much of any kind of plant life. But I haven't done a lot of exploring on there. Kind of hoping they get some kind of landing post or something like they do at, like they have at Hurston.
Quantum travel complete.
I wonder if my Cutlass is still going to be sitting up on top of the building.
Quantum travel initiated.
Yeah, I see it. I'm guessing since I claimed it, I can't get in it and fly it away. It would be a stolen vessel. I think. I know it is if somebody else is flying it and you claim it, it becomes stolen.
Quantum travel complete. Contact.
Oh, I know that core is gonna try and hit me. He's red, doesn't that mean he's an enemy? I'm pretty sure this place has, there we go. Yeah, and my other ship's riding away.
Proximity alert. Head.
I'll just park on the gear. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear deployed. Proximity alert. Deck. Proximity alert. Head. Landing complete. Launch complete. Landing complete. Engines offline.
Turn the engines off like you said. Didn't it seem to land and then want to take off without really any input? Hey, no, there's the Cutlass. Hey, it finally settled down. It fell back down. I guess when I claimed it, it ran out of fuel or something. I don't know. Did I hit the wrong button? Wait for it to reset here. Go. Where's that core at? Let's see who was in the core. Hopefully nobody snuck on board while I was in there.
Flare ready. Contact. Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, it seems like this patch they kind of made it harder for people to get started. Sure wish that Horizon icon would go away without having to get out of the seat. Should just ignore it, but
Flare ready.
kind of like we got enough going on the HUD now without extra stuff. So. Oh, shit, man. There we go. Hurston. It's on Hurston. Oh well. I'd still rather go in and out of Hurston atmosphere than try and find my way through these new R&Rs. I don't know them yet.
Initiated.
I got lost in one for 15-20 minutes, and that'll kind of insufficient fuel. Yay! I knew that was coming. Where am I going? Wrong one. I need one down here. Yeah, I got enough for that. Hopefully I can get a get fuel. I know there's an issue. I guess you're supposed to hover over the pad to get it to fuel, so I'll try.
Initiated.
Did swap back to the Cutlass. That's the ship I'm kind of playing with today, or wanting to. I've flown the Titan quite a bit. I actually owned it for quite a while. That was my first upgrade. That was something else I heard on Reddit. You know, it used to be when I bought the Mustang package, they gave you the Aurora for free as a loaner. I guess for box missions. I don't really know, but I guess they quit. I guess they stopped doing that. But yeah, that was my first upgrade. Was from the Mustang to the Titan here. And the Titan's a great little ship. I mean, it's a good jump from, say, a Mustang or an Aurora for the price. It's only like $20 more.
Quantum travel complete.
There it is.
Quantum travel.
Should be easy to find. It's the only one I can reach. Murphy's Law suggests it's always into the sun. I can't even see the space station or asteroids. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. You know, there's some really cool lighting effects and everything, but they're almost too strong to the point where you can't see where you're going 90% of the time.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Can't tell if it's on the far side or this side. I guess it's right there. Good. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm hoping I can fuel, because otherwise I'm going to have to go in and swap ships
Proximity
here.
alert. Head. Proximity alert. Deck.
I was told or read somewhere that you wait overhead. Yay, alright. Apparently I read correctly.
Hydrogen fuel built. 100%.
I don't know if I got repairs, but it doesn't matter. I got fuel and that's all I need. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, which one of these? There we go. I didn't even look to see how much that cost me. Not much, 500 maybe. Let's see, hour and a half. This will be an hour and a half time I drop it off. That's about 45 minutes, so yeah, still not real great. Still talking less than 10K an hour, or around 10K an hour. So yeah, this will work, but it's a lot slower than it was in 3.7. Like I said, I could pound those AI bounties pretty fast. I mean, I was making 40, 50K an hour doing those, but they're no way you're gonna do it with them now, or no, I can't anyway. So I gotta figure out something else. I don't know why I have that red arrow at the top. What am I following me? Yeah, 3.8 was it's a great patch. I mean, they had quite a lot of stuff that just kind of overlooked, but a lot of it's, you know, graphical improvements and things. You know, I guess their big thing that was the mole and the some mining stuff, and you know, I'm not in a position to upgrade or buy any new ships. New year, new problems. We had our septic tank is messing up, so that's going to cost us who knows how much. Haven't even got an appointment for a guy to come out and look Thursday, but I'm guessing it's going to be a big bill. I fear we're going to need an entire new septic and field lines, which we don't have the money for. We're going to have to take out a loan to pay for. Get ahead, then get behind. That was our New Year's gift from Murphy's Law, I guess.
Alert. Emergency stop. Contact.
I guess interdictions are back. Oh wow, 5 of them. 4 or 5. I didn't see. Too many for me to fight.
Firing missile.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
May have to tag this. No.
Quantum travel initiated.
That's pretty nice. I wasn't sure. I figured I'd have to tag it on the map before it would spool up to that location, but it didn't. That's pretty cool. Didn't have to.
Quantum travel.
I don't know why, but my throttle lock doesn't adjust anymore. I can't change. In other words, I can lock it. Let's see, where's lock? That's not it. There it is. I can lock it on and off, but it's 100, and my yeah, does it adjust? No. For some reason I can't adjust it. Normally you can adjust that throttle lock with your mouse wheel, and you know, if you want to lock it at like a slower than max speed. I don't know why I can't, but I can't. It may be my custom keyboard, I don't know. I do have a lot of custom stuff for voice chat. Most of it's just the emotes. But that might be, for some reason, messing it up. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Gear and emotes are the only two I use it for. Only two things I really use it for.
Proximity alert. Head. Proximity alert. Head. Landing complete. Engines offline.
Weird, the wind sounds worse as soon as I move. Well, at least I'm getting a little wear now. I may be able to buy some stuff and try something different. Yeah, I'm not sure who thought it was a good idea to put these things all over the place. I wonder my thing didn't go all the way down. So now I'm stuck here because that won't go all the way down. That's the second time I've gotten stuck. You won't mantle up on it? No. Can you get? You can get in this side. There doesn't this have a door here? Maybe. Ah, here we go.
Flare ready.
Ah. Wrong buttons. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick bio. Be right back.
Flare ready.
Alright, there we go. Recycled my copy. Ready to go. That.
Engines online. Launch complete.
Whoa. Hey. Guess my mouse was sideways. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Hide chat. on screen. See how she's looking performance-wise. I've looked at it. It seems alright, except in cities. I had some weird, like on the new planet on Microtech. It's almost like it's adaptive VSync. I mean, it literally it throws me to 30 FPS. Could just be coincidence, but. I mean, it's like a hard 30 FPS. It shouldn't be. Well, this will be alright. I can make a little bit doing this. Get started, and then I can do some other stuff. It's not real fast. I mean, they've made it almost, you know, I don't know if it's intentional or whatever, but it kind of seems like it. They've made it where the deliveries take longer, you know, they're further apart. Then if you got to go through an R&R or something, they can surely take a long time. So I've been picking them. And why that, is there any way? No, that doesn't redo it. I don't like the way I gotta exit the seed to get out and get rid of that that horizon indicator. Just a little.
Flare ready.
There we go. Just a little quirk. Deliveries. No, I don't have any of the decent deliveries. I sure don't. I guess I don't have any from over here. Alright. Day more. Johnny Point. That's a R&R kind of place. R&R. Not one of them is one I really care for. Another Bajani. Yeah, they're all to or from an R&R, which there's a lot of issue. Damn it. I don't have any of the gear for that one, so I guess I'll do this one. Try and find my way through an R&R. Couldn't give it to me. There it goes. Kind of been slow to pop up. I hope that's not a bad indicator. Yeah, I've been trying to stay away from these R&Rs just because I can get lost in them. I mean, they're not exactly set up for ease of use. So, you know, they're gorgeous, but I have a feeling that was their primary design goal, was to make them look pretty, not easy to use. Sometimes finding the admin building can be a pain. guess the only way I'm going to learn them, figure out where they're at, and learn the layouts a little better is keep trying. On screen. On screen. Yeah, when I first bought this, like I said, that was a year ago, right? Not long after I started. I wasn't real fond of it, looks-wise. When it looks too much like a Concorde for me, you know, the airplane that they discontinued. And if you look at it, it's even got the flaps, you know. It's just not much of a spaceship-looking thing, but it grew on me. After I flew it for a while, I kind of like it. In fact, when I upgraded that to the Freelancer, which is my base package, and yeah, I loved the Freelancer, but this patch, I mean, none of them seem to be stopping like they should, but it's really bad. I really ought to go back to the Cutlass. Like I said, that's kind of the one I want to play with today. I mean, this one I've owned before, so I've flown it enough to be comfortable with it. The Cutlass I've actually only flown in PTU and things like that. I've never really been that impressed with it. I mean, by the time I tried it, it wasn't the ship, you know, the all-inclusive kind of ship it used to be. But when I started the game, that was my goal, was to get a Cutlass. Now I have one. And my first mission in it was a fail. I landed on top of the building and couldn't get back in it. Oops. It was bigger than I thought it was. When I first went to the Freelancer, I had to do that. I had to go into third person to land for a little bit till I got the situational awareness, or whatever you want to call it, for knowing how big it was. I need to do that with the Cutlass. I've been playing another game here lately, so I haven't played that much in 3.8 yet.
Alert! Emergency stop.
I guess it's a scan.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please halt and stand by. Okay, thanks. You're clear to proceed.
Quantum travel initiated.
The other game I'm playing is Empyrean Galactic Survival. It's a older, well, not older. It's early access actually. It's not even completed yet, but it's a Unity game, so you know it's nothing like Star Citizen. Still, it's a pretty fun game. Especially if you could catch it on sale. I don't know. I would spend the full. I think it's $25 or something like that, full price. I bought it a couple of years ago, and got it on one of these 50% off sales or whatever. But paid $10 for it.
Quantum travel initiated.
For $10, it was well worth it. I played a lot of time in it. They just had a big patch that added a bunch of stuff. It's more a building, grinding kind of survival game. Space game.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated.
I was talking about mine. You know, I like to mine in that game just because, like I said, it's kind of deadhead stuff. In this game, I haven't really gotten into mining. I mean, I don't have the ship for it, so you know, all I can do is check it out in PTUs and such. But you know, with the size of the map and you know, to me, it's just a lot of figuring out where the ores are and finding the right ores. And in this game, boy, that's going to be a big investment before you really. I mean, I never made diddly squat mining the few times I tried it, but it's because I didn't know what I was looking for and didn't know where to find it if I did know what I was looking for. So, you know, that's just the learning curve for the mining.
Proximity alert.
Here.
Transitioning gear.
Proximity alert. Deck. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Launch complete. Proximity alert. Starboard. Proximity alert. Port. Proximity alert. Head. Landing complete.
What in the world? Oh, a rock. Okay. Didn't even see that rock.
Engines offline.
Open. What the hell? Maybe I'm not getting far enough. There it goes. Well, this one isn't hardly worth it compared to those 6K ones, but I guess I need to figure out where they're at. Still better than the bounty missions, because you know, they only pay 2,500. This is 35, so still a little better off than those if I can complete it. How do I get that? How do I get rid of it? What the hell? How do I get out of this? There it is. What the hell? Am I stuck? There we go. Still. I hit something now. I don't have a cursor or anything. I can't turn. What the odds? I don't even know what I'm looking for. I don't know what the hell. How do you I'm in some kind of look mode or something, I think. How'd I get out of it? This is aggravating. How the hell do I get out of this mode? I don't know what the hell mode I'm in. Cycle mouse. There it is. I guess I accidentally hit shift, and boy, that takes your control away. Some kind of aim mode that you can't freaking aim. I don't get it.
Flare ready. Engines online.
It keeps resetting my mouse control here from gimbal or whatever.
Alert. Starboard. Launch complete.
Every time I get in the ship, I gotta hit the R button to get it out of fixed mode. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Keep changing controls around, so it takes me a while to figure out what's what. I don't know what that shift mode does.
Ready.
Does nothing here, but here it does. Yeah, I can move sideways, hit shift. I don't know. I was in some kind of mode that didn't work. That's not doing it.
Flare ready.
I say again, my gimbals are locked. Okay. Well, I don't have enough. Oh man, something else. They've adjusted all the fuels and stuff to give, you know, I guess to give bigger ships an advantage. For some reason it's not locking on the, where's the station? I don't even see it. Find all the mining claims, but not the actual station.
Quantum travel initiated.
Hey, it's not a chicken. How you doing today? I'm trying to figure out. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Starting off the new year with a bang. We have a problem with our homestead here. Septic's going out, so other than that, doing great. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, it's not really surprising. Of course, it's never a good time for a major expense like this, but you know, we bought the property 20 years ago. It had a septic on it. So, you know, we just tied to it, and, you know, we had some work done to it, some field lines and everything at one point. But now, I mean, we had a guy come to, you know, just suck it out and look at it. And basically, what he's saying is we need a whole new septic and new field lines. It's collapsed and fallen in. So. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to run. Probably not going to be fun. So that's how my new year started out. But had a good, okay Christmas. Grandkids and everything are always fun for Christmas. And New Year was fun too, you know, had a little bit of a New Year's party at a friend's house. Huh.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, well that's kind of the way I've tried to look at it. I mean, you know, like I said, it's not entirely you know, it wasn't out of the blue. You know, we knew since the last time when we had you know, the field lines, the guy came out and tried to fix our field lines, ended up having to add a couple of field lines just to get it to work. And I mean, at that point, they had already told us that this isn't, you know, it's about to collapse and fall in, and it had already done so a little bit. So we knew it was just a matter of time, but, you know, it's never a good time for a major expense. I have no idea what it's going to cost us to have them put a new septic and new field lines in, but I can only guess it's going to be several thousands. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, $3 to $5 grand if we're lucky. And of course, we don't have that. You know, we don't actually have that money, so we'll probably end up having to remortgage or something to pay for that. So yeah, it's one of those. Seems like every time we get to where we're a few years from paying the property off, something happens. Literally, we were down to, I think, 6 or 7 years to have our place paid off for. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to make money. I mean, you know, in 3.7, my bread and butter was the AI bounties. You know, 8-10K a piece. You know, there at Delamar. And, you know, I could grind those 3 or 4 an hour. So I could make, you know, 30, 40K an hour. And I can't do it in this one. They buffed up the AI to the point where that's not really doable in any of my ships. Mind you, I don't have combat ships. I mean, I'm more an explorer and whatnot, so. None of mine are really true combat. Nice. I haven't really gotten into the mining. I mean, it's, you know, just learning where they're at and everything. 85 to 9K. I've seen the biggest ones I've seen were 6K. So yeah, that'd be good. I'll have to check that out. Levski, so Delamar. That's probably where I'm gonna head after this then. I don't know why I lowered my gear. I don't even need it.
Hydrogen fuel content 100%. Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. I mean, they buffed the AI. Well, it must be chasing the wrong dot. Yeah, a pretty good bit. Which, you know, I'm not complaining. They were. I have to admit they were too easy before. But I just haven't learned how to work with it yet. I'm sure I'll be able to get them, you know, do it. I'm just gonna have to work on my technique. Get a little strategy going rather than just jump in there and do it. I mean, before they were too easy. You could ignore. You know, I could just ignore the all the AI except for the target, go and kill the target and go to the next one. And, you know, that's almost, why am I not? Me either. I mean, that's, you know, I'm not a big combat pilot either, but, you know, these were pretty easy, and in my freelancer, what the hell? I can't get it to PT here. What the shit? It's not going. Well, fudge me. Maybe I need to target it so it'll go to it. I didn't have a route. Oh, there we go. Now it's telling me what it is. What the hell? Yeah, it's this location. I've had it too. It doesn't want to go to her 3 from anywhere over here. I guess it's the asteroids and stuff cause it to show as obstructed. You know, there's asteroids around this and that one I'm going to. And for some reason, I've had that same problem trying to get to that same her 3, arc 3, whatever the hell, 3 R&R there. So we'll just go to Crusader and then I'll bet it'll go. Just for some reason from this bottom right corner it doesn't want to go to that her 3. Never has. Always shows obstructed for me. I don't know why. Asteroids or something. Yeah, I'm not a big combat pilot either, but you know the AI in 3.7 wasn't all that great. And like I say, I could you know pound those AI bounty missions and make 30-40K an hour in my freelancer. Because my freelancer, I mean, it'd just take them out. You know, not even have to worry about them shooting at you kind of thing. But all that's kind of changed in this patch. The I mean, they've changed the AI where all you know, you get 3+, you know, I've had like 7 or 8 AI in one group. And, you know, all of them are going to be shooting at you hard. And even in the freelancer, I've been blown up just right quick trying to do the same tactic, go in, kill just the target and leave, and that don't work. So I did figure out I could do it, but the only way I could make it work was to go in and kill all the small targets and then kill the big guy. Well, that's okay, but that's a hell of a lot of combat for a 2,500 credit mission, you know, and then you end up on this caterpillar, you know, which takes forever to kill. And I ran out of ammo at one point trying to do one, and that's when you know, okay, it's time to find some other money maker, because that's just, you know, that's just too much. So far, I've been doing about 10+K, you know, without really trying here today. Up till now, I haven't really done much good in 3.8. Now, I haven't played much in 3.8, so. That's mining? You're doing that? I mean, I tend to look for something that's, yeah, I tend to look for something that doesn't require a specific purchased ship. You know, something a new player could do with, say, an Aurora or a Mustang. And you know, the AI bounties used to be that way. I could actually, in 3.7, I could show people how with an Aurora I could grind through those missions pretty easy, even with an Aurora. You know, you just had to add the 2 extra guns because it only comes with 2 out of the 4 mounts, and that was it. You know, then you were good. If you got all 4 gimbaled, you know, guns, I could kill anything, even up to a caterpillar. But the CA, yeah. So what'd you do with that? Just missions, deliveries? And I don't think that's the not the Manus, the other one, other newer ship. Well, that's, you know, that's great, but I'm not really into the, you know, I'm not really into the mining. I don't feel like spending, you know, the time investment to learn where the ores are and everything else. And I'm not into cargo, and I mean, not to mention both of those ships require a paid add-on. I mean, you know, I'm looking for a means to make good credit that starter people could do, you know, and right now, as far as I can see, you're looking at FPS mining, you know, the hand mining, but then again, as far as I know, I can't find the ores. Without you doing that in a cave, you're not going to find them. Then finding the caves, I guess they still have the missions. I haven't even looked to see if they had the missions in the mines. FPS combat is an option, but I, you know, got to get up to the point where I can afford that. So really, delivery missions are the only thing that's really left for new players. A new player isn't gonna rent a prospector and be able to go out and make 20-30K like you can. You know, that's not reasonable. It's not gonna happen. I mean, I've tried mining with the prospector a couple of times, and yeah, I think my largest take was 10K, and that was like 4 or 5 hours. You know, that was an all-day session where I was being really picky on you know, on what rocks to take and everything. Keep in mind, I have no idea where the good rocks are at, so I'm just stumbling around in the dark looking for rocks.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
What the hell? Quantum travel is not working worth a shit.
Quantum travel initiated.
Well, salvage is the same way. You gotta buy a specific ship, which is real money. And then I don't know where you're gonna find all the salvage, you know. But since it's not in game yet, it's not really an issue. I'll probably do, do some. Well, I'm not anymore. I mean, I've got quite a bit invested in it now, and yeah, and then I just told you, we're looking at a new septic this year, so that's going to cut into anything I might would have spent anyway. And yeah, I at this point I'm waiting for some gameplay that's, I don't mind making less, doing starter missions and building my way up, in game, but it just, I guess I'm a little, a little bummed that they seem to be cutting back on early game, beginner type missions, kind of pushing people to buy ships. I think is the purpose. I think they're trying to get new players to start buying bigger ships, because little ships don't do as much, and that kind of irks me a little bit. I mean, it's just, I'm not a new player, but it's hard to recommend a game if somebody's going to start a game and then say, oh, I can't make any money, and oh well, go buy this $150 ship and you can make money. I'm not going to tell people to do that. It's, if I can't figure out how to make money in starter ships, then I can't really recommend the game, and that's a bad deal for me. It's too early for trying to balance it out and make it hard to get up, going. This is an alpha. How can we test things if we're just struggling to make, pocket change? Which kind of puts it in the light of a pay-to-play, where the people that are having fun and playing the games are the ones that invest a lot of money in. I kind of hope they change that PR strategy back to where it was, where new players with starter ships can make fair money, at least for the alpha. When we get into full persistence, yeah, working up, like he's saying, I won't be buying, I'll slowly work up your credits, but in 3 months your credits start over. Well, I've done that enough times that I'm kind of over that. I've done that, 5-6 times. I've started over and built up and, upgraded all my ships and all this. And, I'm kind of tired of that and ready for the persistence. And, now they're just making it harder to even build up before wipes. And I'm just okay.
Initiated.
That just makes it harder for me to really, oh yeah, at least they didn't run me into the rock. For me to say, yeah, it's a great game, go buy it, as a new player that doesn't want to spend, $500 on ships. I've got that much in it, or well, not that much, but I've got quite a few, several $100s in the game, and still don't have any ships that can really make me any decent money. This patch, but it's like I said, it's just this patch. It does kind of, I can see a thing. That's the other thing, they made it even slower to stop now. They made it real drifty, then they took the drift out, now they've added it back, I think. They took out some of the drift, and I think they've added it back in. It's one of the reasons I swap ships around. My freelancer won't stop for shit. You got to let off the throttle 8 miles away, or you'll fly right by an outpost, even in atmosphere. You know. I thought maybe some smaller ships would help, but they don't. Some, but that just overheats shit, then it just falls. And I use it when I can, just like then. I hit it, but you hold it for more than a second, it overheats. Here.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear deployed. Proximity alert. Head.
You know, I don't know about 3.8. I haven't earned enough to even think about trying to upgrade my ships yet.
Proximity
But
alert. Deck. Complete.
yeah, this is where I'm going.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Shoot. This is the other thing. And you got to get back in the seat to shut your ship off. You know, I thought maybe some smaller ships, maybe it was just the freelancer, but so I swapped around some ships and it's the same difference.
Weapon systems offline.
And this thing here goes forever, even in atmosphere after you let off. And I get momentum and everything, but to me it's just too much. I think it was 3.2 or 3.3 when they first added that it was bad, and then they cut it back some. You know, because people were complaining, you know, Tokyo Drift in space kind of thing became a meme. And then they cut it back some, and I think they added a lot back this last patch, to the point where my freelancer is not fun to fly anymore. And that was my primary ship since I started the game, literally for a year now. That was my basic starter, you know, that was my go-to ship. And now I run into shit because it won't stop. See if I can find this admin building. Yay, it's not down a hallway and up a stairs across the way. Some of these admin buildings are not easy to find. This one is good. But yeah, I wish there were a little easier ways for starters to play. It'd make it a lot easier for me to promote the game, and I love the game, so I like to promote it, but right now I can't really tell people how to get going, you know, how to get going and make decent credits to start with. Doing deliveries is fine, but I'm not sure, you know, at what point, you know, well, let's see, what is the rental on that prospector? What did you rent that for? Did you, let me see if I can find one. Here's one. Yeah. Is it 42K? Yeah. That's for Yeah, that's for one day. So 42,000 you for one day. That's real time. So that means you have 24 hours to make 42K plus profit. And yeah, that's not. I mean, that cuts into your profit way too much. I'm not real big into renting ships like that. I guess if we rent it for more than that, more than one day, it'll be better. Right, but you know, I guess the daily rental goes down the longer you rent it. Well, you've done better than I am. Like I said, the only couple of the times I've done it, I made the best I made was 2.5K an hour. That's the best I made. And yeah, you're not going to pay the 42K in an hour in a day back unless you're playing 10, 12 hours a day. If you're playing like me 2, 3 hours a day, it's not going to pay out. You're not going to be able to make the rental back in 2, 3 hours. So, you know, that to me doesn't really seem, you know, as a brand new, imagine a brand new player comes in, he starts out and, you know, with a Mustang or an Aurora. Mustang, you're screwed. What are you going to do in a Mustang? I have no idea. You can't haul boxes in it, so I'm not really, you're not going to do the AI bounties, or I sure as hell ain't. You know, with a stock Mustang. So I guess there's some missions with some investigation missions, things like that you can do. Yeah, I guess you can do some of these. There's also, yeah, you're not going to do any neutralizing. Clean jumpers. Yeah, you're not going to do any of that. So yeah, you can do a couple of these. So you're going to do 12, 15 of those to rent a ship. And like I said, unless you're playing 8, 10 hours a day, I don't see how you're going to read a little and make 60K in 3 hours. If you can make 60K in 3 hours with a prospector, you're doing good. And you're not a brand new player that has no idea how to even mine, right? And that's what you'd have to make to warrant a 42K rental, because 42K is taken off the top. That's what you spent. So then you'd have to make another 20K to even make it worth your while, and I just don't see a new player doing that. You know, trying to even figure out how to break a rock. So yeah, you know, at least if they buy the Aurora, at least they can do the box missions and the investigations. But I don't see any next step. I mean, short of, like you say, renting a ship, which I don't, you know, that's kind of, you know, it's, oh, they want you to buy the ship. That's what this PR move, that's why they took away the starting money. They want people to have to buy a ship or buy money. And I can't do that. Already spent enough. I see. I want to go. I guess I want to go to Earth 3. It's not telling me the pad. It sure isn't. What the hell? Where'd my big ship go? There it is. It's not telling me what pad it's on, so I guess I'll spawn another one.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, I would suggest this game is not real beginner friendly. And just, you know, the learning curve is already pretty high, just figuring out how to fly your ship. And trying to learn how to rent and mine, you know, when you got a huge investment on the mining seems a bit much. You know, a huge in-game. Oh, now it tells me the pad, but I can't read it. Come on. Yeah, I can't read it. Great. I guess I'll play Hangar Boogie. Luckily, you don't have to get out and change hangar elevators to try the different pads these days. Yeah, I hate to say it, but for me, 3.8 seems a lot less beginner friendly than even the other ones were. None of them were real beginner friendly, but this one is even more so. Even though I'm not necessarily a beginner, those are the missions I tend to do because I don't like the combat. So, you know, I tend to use the beginner missions. I could do cargo in this, of course. You know, my issue, I've had no good luck with cargo. I've done cargo in the past, and you know, I've always ended up losing money. You know, I'll start out with 40, 50K, start cargo runs, and you know, about the time I get somewhere with it, 30K or whatever, and I'm back to zero again, back to doing delivery missions. So I kind of quit trying to do cargo. I mean, cargo, I like doing cargo. Just like I said, until they get one, some persistence, and two, a little more stability, it's not really viable. It's too frustrating when you get up, you know, finally build up to 120, 150K and can do a full load and then lose it for 30K, or the ship won't refuel. I've lost cargo because of that. The ship wouldn't refuel. You know, now what? To me, it's just too early to be trying to balance it for, you know, they should make the game accessible for more people. Oh, excuse me. I know it's also early in the game for progressive gameplay. You know, it's still alpha, and that's not when they do that. Balancing and everything comes in beta, and you know, so that's the problem. They're trying to balance something that's, you know, that all the parts aren't there. You know, step 1, 2, and 3. You know, there may not be step 2 or 3. You know, so they're going to step 4. Things like that, and you know, they spend a lot of extra money even making it playable. You know, a lot of extra time and development time and money just making it playable where we can play the alpha. So, you know, kudos for that. I give them credit for that. But for me, in an alpha game, it ought to be easier, not harder than a finished product. It ought to be easier to progress in an alpha game, just so you can test things. Move over here and see if I can get some different higher paying delivery missions, like you said. When I remember when I first started this game, the best mission for me, keep in mind I was flying an Aurora, was Recco Battaglia here at Levski, and I used to just spam that mission one after another, and it was 4K for a delivery. But of course, back then, the travel times were a lot shorter. R-Corp wasn't there. You know, Hurston was your furthest trip, and I just found ones that didn't have Hurston, you know, R&R ones. And of course, back then the R&Rs were small, so getting in and out of those were quick and easy. And, yeah, I'd just spam the Recco Battaglia delivery mission and can build up pretty quick. But back then, the components and everything weren't an issue, so you really didn't need money. You know, you needed it for armor and guns, but you know, right now, I mean, like that Titan, for me to upgrade all of that Titan would cost you more than it would to purchase it in game. And that's your big expense right now, are your components and your upgraded guns. And I can't really even check them in this game. I can't. I have all the lists to tell me what guns and stuff and components I should buy, but you know, I'm not making enough money to even warrant worrying about it. You know, I haven't even bought armor and stuff. That'll eat up every dime I've made, so you know, I'm back to zero time I buy just the basic gear.
Transitioning gear.
So it's just a lot more of a grind these days, I guess, which is alright. I have no idea how fast I'm going. I don't fly this ship very much because it's a loaner. It's actually a loaner from my Corsair.
Quantum drive is now
Here's brake. Still slow as shit. But then I wasn't real. I haven't really, you know, ever since they added the drift and everything, I'm not. I haven't. Well, that's true, but it takes forever to get anywhere already.
welcome back to the land of the free.
It's so fast, 200 meters per second. What is that, 100 miles an hour? you're not talking about super fast speeds to start with. Yeah, you're right. I just gotta slow down when I get there. It's kind of like here, you just take your time. This means I get less missions done in between. Let's check. I guess it is length, right? So it'd be 0.1 times 60. Let's go with 0.13. Seven times 60 again. And it's 200 meters would be, is that right? Meters per second. Yeah. That's 0.124. 60 seconds per minute times 60 minutes per hour. And it's 440. So yeah, actually it's 100 meters would be, yeah, 220 miles per hour.
Go. One ammo, all ready to go.
I would guess, I mean, I can't say for sure, but I would guess, I mean, right now, power to engines is 100%, so if I reduce that, it should slow down the braking ability. At least that's what makes sense to me. You know, if it's, you know, at 100% thruster power, it's going to brake as fast as it can, right? If you reduce that engine power, and then that's just your power to each. I have no idea. I don't think so. I think default you're braking as fast as you're going to brake. I think anything you do is going to slow down your braking capacity. Right now, default is 100%. So, you know, if you reduce 100%, you're probably going to have less braking capacity. But I wouldn't swear to that. I don't know. I mean, I just logically, yeah, seems logical to me. I guess I wanted to look at the missions. Actually, I'm probably Yeah, I don't have any missions here. None. Not a one. So this may be a bad spot. 800 credit one. Yeah, I ain't messing with that. Levski. I just landed at Levski. The only ones in personal would be Recco. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, Recco Battaglia. Hers is only 4K. Or was. I don't know what it is. Actually, I don't know. Let's go see. Usually it was only 4K and it was only 4K and 372. So we'll go see what she pays. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I haven't seen any 9K in this. I did 6 and 8K. I saw. I mean, I used to do this. They changed them this last patch, but like I say, I've not. Why have I got 2 markers? Huh. You know, yep, wrong way. They used to be 8 and 10K bounties. Now they're 2.5 and 3.5. So yeah, they've nerfed a lot of it, and then made them a lot harder. No deliveries. That's the only delivery I had here. I don't know why I got 2 icons. I'll do this one. I'm kind of at a, I guess, and she's got no, I'm not getting objective withdrawn. And it bugged. Yeah. Yeah, it bugged out. Huh. Yeah, I used to grind her for 4K back in 3.0, I guess it was, somewhere around in there. Get back up. It may take a minute. I'll give it a minute and see if they pop up. I'm about ready to call it a stream anyway, but I'd sure like to at least see if they pop up.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
I hope those guys weren't standing around the ship pad, because Levski here does have an issue sometime. It won't spawn your ships. The other thing I could try, and which I might do, just because a lot of times, are you spawning here at Levski? This is where you log in at? Yeah, they're gone, so that's good.
Hey, your ship's still in a way. Think you could move?
Because sometime it may have to do with that. Yeah, I'm not getting any delivery missions of any kind. Huh. Now let me log out and log back in. Sometime that'll do it, but you know, sometime it could just be the server too. I've been on that server for a couple hours, which is pretty cool. At least it's steady. Are you sure that's not from that you're not at Hurston? Because I mean, Samson and Sons is at Hurston, and the orphanage is is on one of the moons. They're around Hurston, not Levski. That's at Lorville. I mean, Samson and Sons. Oh, you picked them up here, and that's where they delivered to. Gotcha. Yeah, because that I mean, you keep giving me names that are from Lorville, so yeah, that's. I was getting 6 and 8K missions deliveries from just PO, so yeah, I'm not even getting those now. These are the 34K, and the Reco one again. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to a PO here. That's where I was getting the good ones. Like I said, it's about time I need to.
There, all set.
Stop playing and get some things done here at the house, but I want to figure this out. I was getting better missions from PO there. Or at least that's where I got the one or two that I had. That was 6 or 8K, 6K, I guess.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
You're free to launch.
Takeoff complete. Collision alert. Starboard. Collision alert. Port. Landing gear raised.
Hope to see you again one day.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like I said, that's not my big thing. I'm not. Let's see, Z key. Was it L? J. There we go. I like mining with a purpose. I like grinding games where you mine, but you're mining for the ores, not for credits. Here, it's just too big a learning curve to find all the right ores and, then learn to make a profit. I've seen a lot of people claim, they play a lot, make huge profits and everything, but then when I go with them, it's 4 hours later they've made, 20K, and I'm like, dude, that's only 10K an hour, 5K an hour. I'd do better than that doing delivery missions, and, no, I've never played Space Engineers. I've never really had the wish to. It's in some ways Imperion is similar to Space Engineers, from what I understand. Like I said, I've never actually played Space Engineers, but it's got a more survival aspect to it, from what I can tell. Space Engineers is just, it just looks too much, too technical. I don't want to have to read a tech manual to be able to craft a spaceship. I'm not an engineer. I don't want to be one. I just want to build a ship and game, not become an engineer. Okay. Go left the channel. What the hell? My ship just despawned. My ship just despawned. I guess. What the hell? My ship's gone. I don't even know what happened. It didn't blow up or anything. Just disappeared. So if it blew up, I'd have died, right? So... where the hell am I? Maybe. My ship wasn't anywhere around, so I don't know. Maybe I did eject. Connie doesn't have an eject seat, does it? As far as I know, you can eject. Wow. There we go. No, I was just flying along. I wasn't even touching any buttons. Just flying along. All of a sudden, I'm sitting in space. I'm gonna reclaim the ship.
All right, your ship's all ready for you.
Yeah, I don't get that. I just started into, let's see if we got any missions, different missions. No, nothing but the 3K there. Same thing. Greco, no missions there. Yeah, I don't have diddly here. I'll go back to PO. Just so I'm there. I can make it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just flying along. All of a sudden, my ship disappeared. I said, I'm pretty sure that thing doesn't have an ejector seat. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Yeah, that's actually what it, I mean. That was a bug or glitch or whatever, which that's no biggie. I don't mind
You're
those.
free to launch.
Launch complete. Port impact warning. Landing gear.
Fly safe, okay?
Yeah, did I? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I guess. Monkey, I guess I can just go into third person and back into first. Let's try that again.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, right here. I wasn't even touching the keyboard. I was just sitting here, just all of a sudden, I'm out in space. I heard they upgraded some of the loaner ships, like the BMM now has the Cutlass for a loan, or the Caterpillar for a loaner, which it should. So I wanted to see if they had updated that page, which they have. I want, actually the Cutlass Red is the one I want. I just hadn't done it. I either got to add more money or drop a ship, so I haven't done it.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
But really, I haven't been in a hurry. You know, this is, I eventually probably will end up with the Cutlass Red, but right now there's not any point in worrying about it. Yeah, that may be server related, because I've run into that before. You know what usually fixes it for me, believe it or not, is going to Australia server. For some reason, I get the missions when I go to Australian server. What have I got here? See if I got any more showing up. Okay, I got all these links. So yeah, there's the Covlax. There's the ones I was looking at, 6 and 8K, I think. Yeah, all 6 here. So those ain't bad, and there's enough of them you can pick out some good ones. I'll bet the FTLs are the ones you're doing. There they are. Okay, yeah. You're talking about these FTL courier assignments. You got to pick them out. See, here's one that's real low, but yeah, that's 9K. Yeah, 9K. So yeah, those are the ones I guess you're probably. I finally got them here at PO. And that's, so it's not at, I mean, they send you to Delamar, but you usually get them in Crusader. You used to get them in Hurston, at Lorville. But then when they added Arcourt, they moved them to here.
Landing gear down.
And those are good ones, for sure.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, man, well, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Enjoyed talking to you. If I don't see you around in stream, I hope to see you in the verse. You have a wonderful day, man.
Frontal impact warning. Frontal impact warning.
I guess I better look. Yeah, okay. This is a new ship to me. I've already made one.
Warning. Rear impact warning. Landing complete.
Landing complete.
Shield
Have a pleasant
system
stay.
offline.
I already made one boo-boo landing this thing. I gotta get used to it. Yeah, it's a little bigger than I thought. Than I remembered. Pretty cool though. I think I might upgrade it to, well, I know I want to upgrade it to a red eventually, but one step at a time. I'm gonna, well, the hell, I don't need to go in. I'm gonna go ahead and call that a stream, guys. I appreciate everybody that hang out. Zenitas, appreciate the follow. And don't know. I should. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We'll jump over here to Spazzy's channel. Y'all have a wonderful day and hope to see you soon.